It's great. I love it. It's to meet a lot of people. You get to interact with beautiful women. It's fun. It's exciting, and everything is positive. It's great. Medellin is a great city. AFA here in Medellin is great. Maria is great. I mean, there's nothing negative about the whole experience. It's been pretty positive. I recommend to everybody to come out to Medellin.
Did you meet somebody you like?
I did, yes, I did. Yeah, I did. I met somebody I liked, and I went out with her today. We had a lot of fun. It was great. I made her laugh. She made me laugh, so it was fun. Yeah.
So you're having a good time?
I'm having a great time, yeah.
I started working about 2 years ago with the company and with the agency, and I think it's kind of crazy how something like this can happen and happens every day, and how successful it is, because I've seen couples already getting married, getting their lives together, traveling to the States, or even guys coming to live here in Colombia with all the intention of making it work all the time. Yeah. So it's really amazing to see how it actually works.
The city is Cartagena.
Cartagena.
Welcome to Cartagena. Cartagena de Indias has lots of names. For example, the fantastic city, the heroic city, and it is without a doubt the most beautiful city in Colombia. The 500-year-old walls and cobble streets can tell thousands and thousands of stories. From love, from war, from pirates, from the Spaniards conquering, from gold and treasures. You can imagine, the city is a must-visit for everybody. Located right at the Atlantic Ocean, Cartagena is the tourist attraction. Its beautiful old town is an UNESCO World Heritage, and the city combines beautiful architecture with first-class Caribbean beaches. And that combination makes it so attractive for tourists from all over the world. And not only the city, of course, the women are exotic and very beautiful.
Nice to meet you. I'm Manuela Villegas. I am the manager of AVA office here in the city of Medellin, Colombia. So thank you for coming this night and be able to participate in this special show that we have tonight. Tonight we are going to talk a little bit about the social, and we have three very special guests. Two of them are Sarah and Caterine, that are one of our interpreters. So they are going to tell us a little bit about their experience working with our clients. And also we have other special guest that his name is Sach, and he is one of our clients. Right now he is dating with a beautiful girl from Barranquilla city. So we have these three guests that are coming to the Latin show tonight, and they are going to talk a little bit about their experience. So, okay, we want to start talking a little bit about the social that we have very soon. And guys, I want to let you know that in Medellin, everything is like sold out. So we don't have more spots left. But in Barranquilla, I have good news because we have 2 more spots. So if you want to sign up, please hurry up because it's the time to do it. The city in Barranquilla, it's open to the persons that want to visit this beautiful city. We don't have any restrictions right now in Barranquilla, and we don't have any restrictions here in Medellin, because remember, it's like a double tour. You have the opportunity to go to Barranquilla and also to Medellin. So it's a great opportunity, and you can meet like a lot of girls, beautiful girls, that are coming to the social only to see you. So I want to start just to ask you if you have questions about the social, because I know that we have already many clients that sign up for the social in Barranquilla and the social in Medellin, and maybe you can have a little questions, and this is the moment, so you can ask you whatever that you want to say, and every question that you have is the moment, so we can help you in all this process. Also, remember, the social is very soon. So in Barranquilla, we have 2 more spots left, and in Medellin, everything is sold out. Okay? Guys, for Colombia, remember that you don't need the PCR test. Okay? If you want to come to Colombia, you don't need this test, but if you want to come back to United States, you need to take that test. So don't worry, because we are going to help you in all this process. We already have a lot of contacts here in Medellin and also in Barranquilla. So in whatever moment that you tell us, like, okay, my date, the date of my flight is, I don't know, Thursday night, we are going to set it up everything, so you can take the COVID test as soon as possible. You need it, okay? Also, guys, it's very important that if you are coming to the social, you have to send us the hot list that you have, okay? Because this list is very important for us, so we can invite the girls that you want to see on our social. Because I don't know in Barranquilla, but in Medellin, we have right now only like 4 clients that already sent the hot list. And I want to tell you that everything is open. We are having the social this time. So don't worry about the curfew or about a lockdown again, because this is not going to happen. Right now, everything is open. Here in Medellin, the bars and discos are open till 3 a.m. So everything is like normal. Also, it's very important that if you are coming to the social, you bring the face mask with you as like a protocol of biosecurity, but you don't have to wear this till you are on the table talking with the girls. Only if you are going to move to the next table, you can put again the face mask, and that's it, okay? So we are going to have 2 socials this time, one in Barranquilla and other one in Medellin. Also, if you want to go to Cartagena city, I want to tell you that everything is open there too. They have only like a restriction in this moment. They have a curfew from midnight till 5 a.m. To the next day, okay? But more than that, everything is open, restaurants, bar, discos. So if you want to go to Cartagena, also it's a great option to you, because everything is open, as I said in the beginning. So you are not going to have any problems there. We have a very beautiful girl, our manager, her name is Ladies, and she's going to help you with anything that you need in the city. And in Barranquilla, we have our manager, that is Ginela. She's other beautiful person. She was with us in like 2 socials ago, and she's going to help you with all the process too. So don't worry, if you have questions about something, you can read us, and we are going to be there for you. Please, guys, remember that if you have questions during this Latin show, is the moment that you can share these questions, because maybe the question that you have is a question that can have other person. So this is the moment to share this time. We want to share this time with you guys, so you can feel safe, you can feel comfortable here in Colombia, and if you have questions, just let us know. Okay, I see. What else? Okay, remember guys that we have in Medellin, we don't have more spots left. But right now, if you want to go to the social, we have a waiting list. In case that somebody doesn't want to come to Medellin, we have a waiting list. So if somebody cancel for come to the social in Medellin, we can put it there, okay? So you have that option too. But in Barranquilla, we have 2 spots left, so you can also go to Barranquilla instead of Medellin. With the restrictions in Barranquilla, we are going to ask in a couple minutes to Sara what is happening there, so they can give you like a full view of what is happening in Barranquilla city, okay? But like I say, in Cartagena, the only restriction right now is the curfew that they have from 12, from midnight till 5 a.m. of the next day, okay? And also, it's important that you keep in mind that usually if you go to a place that is full of people, you have to wear your face mask. But if you are sitting on a table, eating in a restaurant, or if you want to drink something in a bar, you can take the face mask off and you can have a great time. So this is not like a big deal. And also it's something that I think that most of the countries are doing in this moment of the COVID situation. But everything it's open. Here in Medellin, we don't have like a curfew. Everything is open till 3 a.m. That is the usual thing here in Medellin. But the only thing is that you have to keep in mind that it's important to wear the face mask in some places. And if you're going to a restaurant, you can take off the face mask and you can put it on again when you are going out of the restaurant, okay? In the beginning of this Latin show, I saw a question. Somebody was asking us about if he can bring somebody from other city or other country. So if you want somebody that is very specific and she live in other city or other country, we can try with the girl. In case that you want to pay for the flights, we can ask to the girl if she wants to come and meet you, okay? This is not a problem. A lot of clients, they do this. For example, they come to Medellin and they want to meet 3 girls from Medellin and 1 from Bogota. So they buy the flights for the girl and the girl come to Medellin to meet the guy. So if you want to meet other girl from other city or other country like Venezuela, this is a process, but it's something possible, okay? It's not something that we cannot do. So if you want to meet other girls from other city, usually the guy is who pay for the transportation of the girl, okay? But the girls are open to come to other city to meet you. So this is not like a big deal. So guys, right now we are having Sara and Catherine. They are interpreters that we have with us. They are amazing girls. They work in AFA office in Barranquilla city. But I think that Sara had the opportunity to come to Medellin and Cartagena before, and she met ladies, and also we met in person. So I know that she is an amazing person. And this night we have Sara with us. Hi, Sara. How are you?
Hi, Manuela. Pretty good, and you?
I'm great, thank you. And hi, Catherine. How are you?
Hi, Manuela. I'm great, thanks.
That's great. Thank you for coming this night and be able to participate in this Latin show. This is really nice because it's nice that the clients see like a little bit more of what you do in all this process of the dating. Because sometimes they have in the mind that, oh my God, I'm going to date with a person that doesn't speak the same language than I speak. So in this moment, you are there for them and help them in all this process, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what we do.
So first for Sara. Sara, how long are you working with us with AFA?
I think around 2 or 3 years.
2 or 3 years.
I have been working with that. Yes.
Good time. And you, Catherine?
Yes, me too for about 2 years now.
Okay, so you already have the experience. You are dating. You already went to a lot of dates, and I think that you already know a lot of clients. Can you tell us a little bit about the experience that you have with the dating? Like, for example, you go to dates. How works that? Like, in the first moment that the guy go to the office and we introduce you with the guys and with the dates, what happened next?
Well, then comes the date, of course, and well, the first meeting, if it's the first time the couple is meeting, it can be a little awkward at first. So part of our job is also to break the ice between them, to help them get to know each other a little better. So I personally, I always like to, if the atmosphere is a little tense, I like to give a compliment from each other, like, oh, he says that you look nice, or she says that you look nice, because a compliment goes a long way, and it makes them feel more comfortable in the situation.
Yes. So a nice way to break the ice is like with compliments, or maybe a joke can be like a way to do it.
Yes.
Because sometimes the guys are a little bit shy and they don't know how to act or what to do. And also it's important, we're very attentive. We're very touchy. So it's nice that if you want to say hello to us, don't give the hand. Go give the kiss on, like, it's something that usually in Colombia we do.
Yes.
Exactly. That's what I always recommend, like, to be themselves and try to relax and enjoy the process. So give like an advice how we say hi here and things like that is important also for them.
Okay, that's great. So, for example, during the date, what do you do? For example, you go in a date and if he have questions, you translate everything for him, but also you can suggest like questions to him for the girl, or you only are there for yes, you are an interpreter, but also you are there for be like a matchmaker, right?
Exactly. So it's not just like translate, it's like explain to them what they mean, because remember, we are different cultures, and sometimes things that we say, some swear for them, the girl says something that maybe they don't understand, so we try to explain them, so it's like they understand everything they are talking in that moment. It's not just a translation.
Okay. So, Sarah, for example, do you think that the language is like a big barrier for the guys to meet a girl? Like, it's something like, because usually, I have to say that usually the guy doesn't speak Spanish and the girl doesn't speak English. I mean, we have girls that speak English, but that happened. So how you handle that situation?
Well, I don't think it's a barrier, because I have been in many days, and when they have connection, that's the most important.
That's the most important.
To be honest, they really
connection, and that's it.
Exactly. They really figure out how to talk, or how they explain when they want something, because I have been seeing that before. So it's not like so important. They try to communicate, like saying, I want this, and they say like this, so it's no complicated.
Okay. So, for example, during my experience, I know that there are like awkward questions that is better to don't ask in a first date. And for example, you have some examples of that question that is better to don't ask to a Colombian girl, and what kind of things they can ask during the first date.
Usually things that, okay, no, Kate, you go.
Okay.
No, you go.
Okay. Well, I think for a first date, you shouldn't, the guy shouldn't ask about past relationships. It's not, the situation is not at that point yet. So, you don't know what's happening with the other person's life. Maybe they're going through a nasty divorce, or through a nasty breakup, and their personal lives are just, kind of messy at the moment. You don't know. So for a first date, that's kind of a really dense question. So it's something that you should just leave for another date, maybe. But I think something that you should ask are hobbies. What do they do on their free time? Because you want to know if you have things in common, or what's the personality of the other person. So that's something that hobbies, go ahead, but past relationships, just no for the first day.
And I agree with you in that. For sure, you should not ask about past relationships in a first date. That's awkward.
Yes, it's something that you don't want to speak with somebody that you just met in the first moment.
Exactly.
It's better to ask things like, yes, what do you like to do? Ask about the family. I think that it's important for a Colombian girl that a guy asks for our family, like everything's okay with your mom, and with who do you live? Like, if they have children, it's important also maybe ask for the children, because in that case the woman can feel like, oh, he is very interested about my life.
Right? Exactly.
Yes.
So this is for Sarah, because I know that Sarah have time working with the Elite Club. And right now we're talking a little bit about the Elite Club, because it's something new in our agency. And in this process, you have the opportunity to meet the girls through video calls, and after the video calls, you can fly to Colombia and you can meet the girls that you feel more connection. So, Sarah, can you tell us a little bit about this process? Like, do you feel a lot of difference between the video calls and when they saw the girls in person? Like, what do you feel that it can be different? Like, they can feel a little bit different during the video calls and in person when they see the girl?
No, I think it's better because they start to have a friendship, and when they meet in person, it's like more natural. They don't feel nervous, and they really enjoy the process to be together because they have been talking before many times, so they really know each other more. So when they meet in person, it's like more natural. It's like, oh my God, I feel that I know you.
And usually I notice that when you start to work with a client and you start with the video calls, you already know more about the client. So you are the person that helped him in everything, that he is going to ask you advice about everything.
Exactly. They ask you about everything, like what you should say, if you should say this or not. So it's really nice. It's a really nice way to start a friendship with the girl for them.
And for example, for the first date, what is the usually thing that you recommend to the guys to do give to the other person a good impression?
Well, I think it's always be a gentleman. Mm-hmm. Open the door, open the chair, things like that. Girls get really impressed with that.
Okay, that's great.
So I always recommend that.
So guys, you have to be very gentleman here in Colombia. That is very important for us. Is that kind of little things, little details that are important for all the Latin persons?
Well, with my clients, it always works.
Yes? So
always.
Catherine, and for example, with you have the opportunity to participate in some social before or no?
Yes, I've been to several socials now.
Okay, that's great. So we have our next social in Barranquilla that is very soon. How works everything? Like, what do you do during the social? What is your paper there during the social?
Well, each translator is assigned a gentleman, so we get like 10-15 minutes with them to talk privately about what they're looking for, because as Sarah mentioned earlier, we're more of like matchmakers as well. So it's our job not only to translate, but to help them get as many dates as they can, to help them match with someone. So we we get their basic information and what they're looking for in a woman. So after that, we are assigned a table at first, and then we spend maybe 15-20 minutes per table. It depends how many tables, how many women there are at the social. So that is going to determine the amount of time we're going to spend per table. And then, so maybe there are 6 or 7 women per table. So I introduce them to the guy, and then, well, the girls introduce themselves, and they each talk about their likes, their dislikes, and what he is looking for in a partner, what the women are looking for in a partner as well, and if they have things in common, and then, you know, if they have specific questions for the gentleman, or if he has specific questions for some of the girls at the table. And then after, that's basically the exchange for each table. And also we have some little games in the mix, and some contests, and then for the girls to also win little prizes. And we have then dinner, and then if they maybe connected with a girl or girls at the social, we try to arrange dates for them to get to know each other better. So that's basically what happens.
That's great. So usually when you start to work with your client, something very curious happen, and is that the guy want to go with you girls during the whole date. Like, you feel very comfortable with the interpreter that you say, I want to bring her in every day, because also, like Catherine is saying, they are matchmaker. They help you during the whole process. So they give you advices, they help you to arrange the dates. It's not only the interpreter service, it's more than that. So they are there for you to help you in every question that you have. You are there for that kind of situation, like for everything. And that is something that you have to keep in mind when you come to Colombia, and you are very, I don't know, maybe insecure about the language barrier. You can use interpreters with you during the whole time of dating, and they are going to help you in everything. Not only like doing the translation, also they help you to do like a better match with the girls, because that is something of that is what they are there. They are also matchmaker.
Exactly. So we help them to understand each other with the interpretation. So that's what we do.
That's great. Yes, and I know that usually you also connect very well, that you start like a friendship with the clients. Like, they feel very comfortable with you girls, so they start to feel you like as a friend. Like they are with somebody that wants something really nice for them. So you are going to be very honest. Like, you are the kind of person that say, I don't know, I don't feel that this girl is for you. I feel a lot of connection between you and her. I noticed that she is looking you with this, I don't know. Like, you are the kind of person that is going to let him know all these kind of things that maybe you don't notice at first time.
Yes, when you spend a lot of time with them, they give you like the permission to give an advice, and they ask you, you think she's the right one? Do you think she's good? And things like that. So yes, you start to have a friendship with them.
Yes, also to give them tips about, places to go.
Oh, yeah.
Ideas for dates, and, that's also part of the job. That's where we're here for, to, help you out, not only with the translation, but also the whole process.
Yes, because
exactly.
Remember, for the dates, you can do a lot of different things. You don't only have to go for have dinner or lunch. There are many options that you can do with your date. So you can go for a horse riding, you can visit some towns, you can go to the beach in Barranquilla. So there are a lot of things to do, and usually the guys are like, "Oh no, I don't know what to do. What is better?" So you, Sarah and Catherine, I'm here for helping in all this process too. And girls, I want to know, do you have maybe a very nice story about some client that met a girl or something that you want to share with us?
Well, I remember it was last year's social, I think. I found it really interesting because the client, he wanted to, I could tell that he was nervous, and so he told me that he wanted to start at each table with a joke as a sort of way to break the ice. So he told me the joke so that I could translate it, but he said that he wanted to deliver the punchline. He said, "Okay, let me do the punchline," and so that we were working as a team, trying to make them laugh. The point was that the joke was really bad. It was the kind of joke that is so bad is good.
Yes, that is what that you have to laugh.
Yes, exactly. So I found it really funny, but it was different because I've never had a client do that sort of thing before, and it was nice because the ladies are also nervous, about the whole deal. So I thought it was a really nice way to break the ice, to start the conversation, and that was a really fun night.
And for example, you are talking about break the ice during the social, and I want to let you know, guys, that for example, other way to break the ice is like, I know that a couple of times they bring like little chocolates, so they give to the girls like a little candy, and that it's like a very nice gesture of you, because the girls are going to be very surprised because you think on her. So that's
like a really nice introduction.
Yes, that one is going to be a very nice introduction. So you can think in these little things that help you to break the ice and to get a better impression for the girls.
Right.
Yes, we like gifts. I mean, I think all Latin women, we like gifts, little things. So, when you were talking about when you were talking about things that the guy should do on dates, and that's also something that I think it's a plus. If you give the girl, some flowers, something. It doesn't have to be big. Yeah, some chocolates. It doesn't have to be something big, but that just shows that you're interested, and that for us, that's something that really goes a long way. Those little details are the things that count.
Yes, that's for sure. And for example, I want to know a little bit about what do you like most about to be an interpreter? What do you like that job?
Well, I really like the process, how it starts, because sometimes my clients, they ask me, for example, for an advice, my outfit, how I should look for her. So I really like the way that they start to get like excited for the day and all that things. So that's what I like.
And how about you?
It's like a friendship.
Yes, like I say, so usually they become in a friend. And after they met a girl, they also are telling you like, "Oh, thank you, Sarah. I'm really happy. I'm with this girl, and everything is going well." And they start to tell you a little bit about how is everything going with after.
It happened to me all the time. Yeah. So yes, that's nice. And it's part of our job.
Yeah, it's a nice job.
Really nice.
Yes. Well, for me, I think what I enjoy the most is connecting not only to cultures, but also to people that are looking for the same thing, trying to find a connection, trying to find love. And I mean, they're being brave enough to actually look for a significant other somewhere else, I mean, in another country. Yes. And I think that having different languages shouldn't be a barrier for that. So I really enjoy being the sort of bridge that can connect, yeah, two souls trying to find, their other half, across the world. So,
Right. That's
Yes.
nice.
Yes.
That's really, really nice.
And you notice that for the love is like there are no barriers.
barriers.
Like everything. I mean,
No age,
connection,
nothing.
nothing doesn't matter. Yes.
Nothing matters here.
So thank you so much. Oh, I have other question because I don't know how is the situation right now in Barranquilla with the COVID. So we want to say something about that because we have the social very soon. So how is everything right there? There are restrictions.
Well, right now in Barranquilla, we're trying to reopen everything. Actually, we're in that program with the mayor. So he's trying to open up everything again. And so the vaccination process is coming along really fast, actually. I already been vaccinated, so
Oh,
that's
that's
really,
right. And how old are you? How old are you?
I will be soon.
I'm 28 years old.
So you're already vaccinated. That is good. A good sign. Yes.
Yes, yeah, I'm fully vaccinated. I mean, the process is coming along really fast, because we're in that process of reopening everything again. The restaurants are opening up, nightclubs are opening up as well, because as I said, people are getting vaccinated really, really quickly. So yeah, there's maybe some restrictions in the amount of people that can be in one place at the same time, of course, because we're still under, the pandemic and all that. We have to still be careful. But that's, I think, the only restriction. It's the amount of people that can be in one place at the same time. So you to be sure, you just need to make reservations ahead of time.
Reservations.
To save a table, maybe if you want to go to a restaurant, that's a safe bet. But I think that's the only restriction that we have right now, right, Sarah? I think that's
See,
it.
because everything is going back to normal.
Yes.
That's great. So you can
You
go
can
to
make any
Barranquilla.
plan, but you have to make reservations for sure if you want to
But
find a
for
table.
that, we are going to help you. So Ginela is there, and
Yes.
also I know that there
Yes.
are other girls working in Barranquilla office. So we are
Yes.
going to help you with the reservation. This is not going to be
An issue,
a
yeah.
big deal for you.
But the rest is working normally.
Yes.
So Barranquilla right now is perfect
Yeah.
for them to come.
So girls, thank you so much for coming this night and participate in the Latin show. Thank you for telling us a little bit about your experience with the clients, because the social is very soon and they are going to feel very comfortable knowing that they have your help.
Yes, of course.
You're welcome, Manuela.
Yes.
Bye, girls. Have a good night.
Bye.
Same to you. Bye.
Bye.
Kate.
Bye, everybody. Bye, Sarah.
So, guys, we have other special guest tonight. His name is Sach. Hi, Sach. How are you?
Good. Thank you very much.
Thank you for participating this night and tell us a little bit about your experience. Because I already know that you met a beautiful girl here in Colombia and in Barranquilla. So we want to talk a little bit about your experience, so the guys can have a better idea of how everything works. That this is something real that happened and that can happen to you. So Sach, tell us, how was everything? Like, how was your first impression when you came to Colombia? That one was your first time or no?
It was, yes.
Okay, so how was everything? Like, you feel like insecure about something? I know that sometimes in other countries they say like, oh my God, Colombia, that can be very dangerous. What do you think about that?
Absolutely. And so that's a good point. So when I first came to Colombia, of course, like everybody else, you hear all the bad, like the bad things that go on in Colombia, but I felt very good. I've been around a bunch of different areas, met a lot of nice people. And so Colombia is great. It's not anything that you hear about on the news or whatever. That's one certain point of view, but I felt great here. I love it here. Or actually, I'm saying here because I just got back. Yes, I did. Yeah. So I was down in Colombia for about a month and a half. Just got back 2 days ago.
Okay.
So went down there and had a great experience.
You're living right now in Barranquilla, or you want to move?
So no, So I'm in Utah, back home in Utah.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're back. Oh, okay. Okay.
Right.
That's
So I'm
great.
back home in Utah, but I do have an apartment in Barranquilla. And so that's where I'll be living and moving. I'm working on the immigration papers right now. And so that's where I'll be going.
Okay, that everything is going well so far, because if you are thinking you move to Barranquilla, it's because you really like the city and you really like the person with you are dating right now.
Absolutely. The
And
person, the city, everything.
and I want to know, like, for maybe for these clients that they have the same idea than you, this immigration process is easier or take a lot of time?
The immigration process, like for myself or just going to the country?
No, for you to come to Colombia and start to live here, like to move to Colombia.
Yeah, so there's a company that I'm working with right now that makes the process really easy. It seems like to me. So I have to do some things here. I have to get my birth certificate. You know, if you're married, if you're divorced, or not married, but if you're divorced, you got to get a divorce decree, stuff like that, and get it all certified. Give it to the company, goes to the embassy, and they take a look at it and get it squared away for you.
Okay.
So I just have to do some work and get the paperwork to them.
So a little of paperwork and maybe everything is going well.
Absolutely, yeah. So there's not too much I have to do.
So was your first time in Colombia and you say like, oh my God, I love this country, I want to move to Barranquilla, or how was that decision? I mean,
well, when I'm a military guy, so I'm retired from the military, and I'm comfortable living out of the country. I've never been to Colombia, but I always wanted to go to Colombia. I heard it's beautiful. I heard the women are beautiful, and guess what? They are, and very nice and very open. So when I came to Colombia, I mean, it was fantastic. I just love it. So I fell in love with the country. And so it's definitely, and like I said before, I do have an apartment already. I've signed papers for an apartment. So that's exactly where I'm going to be going and living.
Okay, that's great. So how do you knew about AFA? How you say like, okay, I want to take the decision to sign up and go to Colombia, and why Colombia to meet there?
Yeah, so I just doing some research online. So I wanted to actually move out of the U.S. and I was looking around, Panama, Portugal, Colombia, Spain, different areas and stuff. And I just decided, you know what, I'm going to go to Colombia because that's where I always want to go first. And so I went there, and that was it. That's my decision. So I was doing research online, some different companies that actually help guys, get down to foreign countries and meet ladies, and everything's worked out. The office in Barranquilla, the ladies in the office in Barranquilla, fantastic, very informative. They let me know a lot about, the person that I'm meeting, the person that I was meeting, stuff like that. So the online process, the website. I'll say something like this. The only problem that you have in doing this is there's so many people that to choose. I mean, really, I have like over almost 300 emails.
Okay.
Think about that. So, and beautiful, beautiful women. And the ones that I met were very open, very nice. And that's the only decision. The only problem is you had to decide on one. So, but for me, it was fantastic.
And also, I think that Ginela was telling me that you start with letters with Karina. Like you don't met her like the usually way that you fly and you met the girl. Right. You first met her through letters.
You know what? And to me, I'm glad you brought that up. For me, I think that's a good idea too, because you get to know the person first before you see something. A lot of times we're humans, right? We see somebody, she's pretty, whatever, and you get into a relationship and you really don't know that person just yet. Yes. But going through the letter process, you get to know who that person is. The person gets to know you a little bit first, and then when you meet them, then you have a connection. You know what I mean? You feel a connection from that person because you've already been talking to her during that time. So I don't know if you understood that exactly, but for me, it's a better process.
Yes, and I think that is better because, like you say, you can have a better idea of the person that you are going to meet. Mm-hmm. Because when you met the girl just for the date, you don't know nothing, like you don't know too much about the person. So when you are in letters, you have the opportunity to know a little bit about her life, what they like to do. And she knows also a little bit about you. So you can have a better idea of the other person. Mm-hmm. So yes, absolutely. I think that is great.
Yeah.
And do you have the opportunity to do like video calls with her too, or only letters?
Just letters. Just letters. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I could. I had do well. I do. I did have the opportunity, but I chose not. I chose to just do the letters real quick and then go through that process. I could have, and then I want to meet her in person.
And how long take for you to take the decision? Like, okay, I'm ready. I want to fly to Colombia. I want to meet this girl, and I want to see how everything goes with her.
Oh, it was fast. So
Well,
I see. I talked to her.
you're a person of decision.
No.
Like, I want to
Yeah,
do it, and I do it.
Yeah, I was, because like I said before, I was military. I'm comfortable going out of country, no problem for me. And so I'm learning Spanish right now. I speak a little German, a little Portuguese. Now I'm learning Spanish, and that's one thing I will say though. You really in this country, you really or in Colombia, you really have to have or should have a little Spanish. You don't have to be fluent or whatever. We have the technology, with the translate, but it's nice to really have that more. And so that's what I'm trying to do more of.
Oh, that's great. Duolingo, it's a good app to do it. Like that
heard
help
about
you a
that.
little bit. I usually told to the clients like Duolingo is really nice because it's easier and it's fun. So if you have free time, you can do it and
Absolutely.
you start to learn a few things.
Yeah,
So
can I go ahead? I'm sorry, please.
no. Please, you
No,
tell.
I was gonna say something. Like I don't know who's listening or whatever, but if you see things on your website and on the company website, you see things on the internet, and they talk about the women, how beautiful are, how nice they are, and they're family oriented. That is 100% correct. There is no hesitation. I'm telling you right now, if you want to do something like that, you want to meet somebody, then you do it. That's in Colombia because they are exactly as advertised. Everywhere you look, I've been to the malls. There's beautiful women walking all over the place. I mean, it's just crazy. I don't understand it, but it's just women everywhere, and they're all beautiful, right? And they're approachable, and they're very nice. And the lady that I'm with right now, she's has her own business, very beautiful, very intelligent, and a very nice person. And she really, really, family is very important to her.
Okay.
So just like you guys are talking about, like how you tell someone, it is that way for sure.
So, Sach, I have a question because maybe some guys they want to know what you can say that it's like a big difference between American girls and Latin girls.
The difference is Latin women are really truly know how to treat their man, and they really are family oriented, right? And so to me, I think those are the two main things. If you're looking for somebody who's family oriented and really want to be treated like you are a man, they're comfortable with you being the man, unlike sometimes in the U.S.
Okay. So you was telling me also that you are learning some Spanish. You are starting to learn Spanish. So Karina, she speak English or no?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
So I have a question. How is the language barrier for you? I mean, this is like a big deal, a big problem. How you handle that situation?
That's a great question. You know what? And it really isn't. So if you don't really speak the language, it's not a big barrier. You know what I mean? With hand signals, with Duolingo or Google Translate or whatever, you can get your point across, right? And if you have that connection, you're going to make the effort to learn the language or to be patient. So it will work out for you, and it can work out for you.
Okay.
It's working out for me great. It's fantastic.
That's great. And also right now with the technology, it's very easier. Maybe in the past was like a big deal, but right now with the technology, it's like super easy.
No hesitation.
Yeah. So, for example, the idea is that you learn some Spanish and she start to learn some English, or you are the person that wants to learn the language of Karin?
No, we're doing both. She wants to learn English, and I want to learn Spanish. So she's actually has a cousin that speaks English, and so they're getting together. She's working on that. When I'm talking to her, I'll do my little bit of Spanish and English and translate. And so we have three things going on, and it's working out fine.
Yes,
so,
usually it's nice to do that kind of things because most of the times happen that the girl is the only one that start to learn English. And it's nice also for you as a couple, like the two persons start to learn the language of the other person.
Right. If you learn the language of the country, the country is going to open up to you. I mean, you're going to learn so much more. You're going to enjoy the country, the culture, the people. Even when I was living in America, I'm thinking if people are coming to America, if you're going to live here, you really should learn the language. And I say it to myself too. If I'm going to live in Colombia, I really should know the language. I don't have to, but I really should. It's gonna be a richer experience for you. I think you're really gonna love it a lot more.
Okay. And do you feel that the culture is very different than American culture?
Yes.
Yes.
It is. Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yeah. And I love the culture. The culture here is rich. It's diverse. It's rich. I mean, the music, the dance. Oh, and I can dance bachata and salsa.
Oh my God, that's great because
yeah. So,
Barranquilla girls, I think that almost everyone they
oh
know how to dance. So this is important, guys.
Absolutely. I got a video though. No, but yeah. Yeah. So you are correct. Yeah, they really are. And that, to me, I feel that, I have that feeling when it comes to music and the dancing part of it. It's here, and you're gonna love it. Just getting involved. The more you get involved in the culture, the more the culture will get involved with you, and you're gonna love it here.
Okay, that's great.
I keep hearing myself say here, but I'm in the U.S. right now.
But I want to know also, you only know in Barranquilla, or you already have the opportunity to travel around Colombia?
So really only Barranquilla. When I fly in, I do go through Bogota, but I have not been to the other places. But, since I'll be moving to Barranquilla for sure. I want to go to Santa Marta. That's really, it's not like an hour and a half, something like that away.
Yes, also Cartagena, I think that it's like 40 minutes away from Barranquilla.
Say it again, please.
That I think that Cartagena is like 40 minutes away from Barranquilla. Like it's very near. By car you can go to Barranquilla. No, I'm sorry, to Cartagena and Santa Marta city.
Yes, yeah. And then Santa Marta is more of a tourist or beach town, whatever. And I was kind of want to get away from tourists. But it's a beautiful place. Santa Marta is absolutely gorgeous. San Andreas, about San Andreas, you can go there, fly there, and see that place too. So it's where I'm at. I think it's a beautiful area. I really like it.
Okay. And for example, what advice you can give to the guys that are in this Latin show and they want to meet a beautiful Colombian girl? What you can say to them to do?
For me, I would say do your research and learn about what Colombian women like. I heard you guys talking earlier about little treats and stuff like that. They really like that. They like a guy to dress nice. You know what I mean? Not the shorts and the khaki shorts or stuff like that. Have a nice, and I know that for a fact, that if you dress a little nice, you don't have to be, like none of the watches and all that kind of gold and all that kind of stuff. Just dress nice. A nice shirt like this or a nice T-shirt is going to go a long way. And the other thing is women here are very approachable. So it's not like my advice is don't be afraid to talk to a woman because they are nice and they're approachable. Now, unlike sometimes in America, they're stuck up or whatever. I hate to say that, but sometimes it is that way, but it's not that way. In Colombia, you can talk to someone. You know what I mean? So don't be afraid to do that.
And the people here, I think that in Barranquilla is the same because I don't have the opportunity to be in Barranquilla. But the people is very friendly. I mean, the people, if you ask to some helps for some address or something, they are really, really friendly. Like I think that one is one of the big difference when the clients come to Colombia. They say like, oh my God, everybody is very friendly here.
Fact, 100%. I've already done it. I've lived it. I was there for like a month and a half. Exactly. They're that way. So as advertised, if I'm going somewhere and ask a question, nobody has ever been rude or turned their head or whatever. Whether I'm speaking English or trying to speak Spanish or whatever, everyone's very nice. Security guards, police, anybody on the street, whatever. They're very, very nice, very open.
That's great. And I want to know, because I don't know how was your process exactly, but you have the opportunity to go to more dates. Karina was your first and only date.
I did go on other dates.
Okay. And how was that process?
Everyone I met and talked to was very nice, beautiful. Every single woman was beautiful. So that I just can't say enough about that experience, right? But there were so many. Like I told you, like the emails and the response stuff, like there were just so many. The office knows I just had to cut it off. You know what I mean? Just too many, and they're every single one of them was beautiful. So yeah,
so it was a difficult decision.
it was it was, and so I wanted to kind of cut it down a little bit, and I felt kind of bad about it because everyone was open towards me, and I wanted to respect that and just say that, hey, I decided on one person. That's what you have to do, and it was Karina, and so she's happy with me. I'm happy with her. So we'll see.
And how long are you dating with her?
It's about a month now. So.
Okay, that's great. So you're in the best moment right now.
I am. So I most certainly am. Yeah, so
you have the opportunity to like this one is your second time. Was your second time in Barranquilla?
Say again.
That this one was your second time here in
Barranquilla. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So, and you have plans to come again to Colombia
in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yes, that is like right now.
Yeah. See, I'm retired from Delta, so I get a chance to fly whatever I want to do. So I'll be back in 2 weeks.
Okay, that's going great.
Yeah.
And do you feel like a difference because right now we have the COVID situation, but when you are here in Colombia, in Barranquilla, like it's a big deal to go out with your date, like to do things. What do you feel with the COVID situation? Like it's a big deal for you?
No, it's. I mean, everyone, of course, we're wearing the mask, and I learned the spray and everything in the hands, and all the time. They take money, whatever, open the door, But restaurants are open, It's you do wear your mask until you start eating, stuff like that, just like like they talk about, the health department talks about. And so movies are open, restaurants, walking and then going to the beach, all that's open.
That's great.
In the businesses, so pretty much.
So guys, you don't have any problem to go to Barranquilla. Everything is open, bar, restaurants, and you can have a great time there. And also, like you said, Sach, I imagine that Barranquilla is an amazing city because we already want to move there.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Definitely, for sure.
So, Sach, thank you so much for take the time and tell us a little bit about your experience. There are a lot of clients that they want to come to Colombia, but they don't feel very secure about take that decision. So it's nice that they hear from you how was everything and what you can expect when you come to Colombia.
Absolutely. I'm doing it.
So much.
Okay.
So you are good. Yes, you find the girl, and I hope that everything goes well with her. I saw some pictures of Karina, and she looks really pretty, and you look very nice together. So I hope that everything goes really well between you and her.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Okay, thank you so much, Sach, for your participation, and I hope that you have a great night.
Okay, thank you. You too.
So, guys, remember we have this night we have the space so you can ask me questions about the social or about whatever that you want to ask us. Also, we have some pictures, some examples of what you can wear during the social. So you can take a look of the examples and think like a better idea how you can be ready for the social in Barranquilla and here in Medellin. For that person that used to start the video, remember that in Barranquilla we have 2 more spots left, okay? In Medellin, everything is sold out, but also if you want, you can call and we can put you in the waiting list in case that somebody cancel for the social. So I'm going to start to read maybe some questions. So yes, there are a client that is telling us that I just came back from Barranquilla Sunday, and face masks are required right now. Yes, guys, remember that this is something that you have to keep in mind. You have to wear your face mask, but more than that, like I think that in everywhere right now, in every country or city, it's something that we have to wear. But when you are sitting in a table, in a restaurant, in a bar, you can take it off. So I have other question from Nathan. He's asking, is Colombia shooting back down? So Nathan, so far, no. So far, everything is open, and I think that everything is going to keep open because right now, for example, in Medellin, we don't have any restrictions. Everything is open till 3 a.m. of the morning. In Barranquilla, like Catherine was telling us, they start to open everything too. So you are not having any problems with that. We already have like the space, like the hotels and the salon for the social. We have some restrictions, yes, in the number of persons that we can have in a place, in a same place. So, for example, for the social that we have in Medellin, we have 2 salons. So in one is going to be 15 persons and the other one is going to be 15 persons too. But this is not going to be a big deal. You can meet a lot of beautiful girls. It's only that in 2 different places, but it's going to be in the same hotel. Jonathan is asking us if I can find a simple woman that wants to be a homemaker. Of course, we have that kind of girls that they want to help with the home work of the house, that they want to be there for their husband. So here with us, you can find whatever that you are looking for in a girl. Usually Latin women, we like to take care a lot of our family. So we like to cook, we like to clean, but also it's nice that you can help in this work. Okay, I have other question. Why is Medellin girls always late to a first date? So guys, I want to let you know that usually Latin women are not the most punctual girl in the world. This is something bad. We have to improve this, but it's something normal that usually happen. And usually the girls can be like 10-15 minutes late for the date. I know that this is something very different from your culture, but it's something that we have. So keep this in mind. Like, she is not doing this like a purpose. It's only that, I don't know, we take a lot of time to be ready for our date. So we like to put makeup, we like to be very pretty, and sometimes that take a little bit of time, extra time, and that is why sometimes the girls are a little bit late. And also remember that some girls, they live a little bit far away from the office. So the guys usually stay around the office. So it's really easier for you to get to the office. But with the traffic, can be a little bit tricky. So keep that in mind, but don't take that personal, okay? Usually the Colombian girls are not very punctual. Okay, right now in Colombia, everybody can come, can visit Colombia. Everything is open for the people from other countries. You don't need a PCR test. You only need that PCR test for come back to your country. So I know that for United States, you need it. I think that Canada right now, it's closed. But you'll have to search for your country. What do you need for came back? I know that from United States, you need the PCR test. But for come to Colombia, you don't need nothing. You need the flight. You only need the ticket. That's it. Okay. Okay, I think Edwin James, he have some questions of how he can, what he can wear during the social. So I think that we put some examples already. so you can take a look of how you can look for what do you can wear for the social event. Okay. Ellen, I think that it's difficult to answer if a Colombian girl like most men with beard or no. But in this case, if you have a nice beard, like you take care of that, it's going to look pretty. So this is not like a big deal. You only have to look like clean, like very handsome, and that's it. Okay. Okay, I have other question of Patrick, and he has 53 years old, and he is asking me like, what will be a good and acceptable age difference for me? So, Patrick, usually Colombian girls, they doesn't matter the difference in the age difference, okay? But also keep in mind that when you date with a very young girl, she is going to have other things in her mind, like she maybe like to go to party, she like to hang out a little bit more. So if you are looking for something more stable, like maybe like you want to spend time with your couple, go to the movies and spend time in making dinner together, maybe in that case, I think that a woman that has like 35 years can be like a good option for you, okay? But remember that for Colombian girls, the age is not so important. The most important is the connection. So if you feel the connection, nothing else matters. Okay, guys, I think that I don't have any more questions. So thank you so much for being here this night. Thank you for participating in this. And also remember that we have our 2 socials in August. So we hope that you have the opportunity to go there and have a great time. Thank you so much for everything, guys. And also if you have questions, you can let us know. And have a good night.
Cartagena. Cartagena de Indias has lots of names. For example, the fantastic city, the heroic city, and it is without a doubt the most beautiful city in Colombia. The 500-year-old walls and cobble streets can tell thousands and thousands of stories. From love, from war, from pirates, from the Spaniards conquering, from gold and treasures. You can imagine the city is a must visit for everybody. Located right at the Atlantic Ocean, Cartagena is the tourist attraction. Its beautiful old town is an UNESCO World Heritage, and the city combines beautiful architecture with first-class Caribbean beaches. And that combination makes it so attractive for tourists from all over the world. And not only the city, of course the women are exotic and very beautiful. 27 beautiful Caribbean islands surround Cartagena, called National Park Islas de Rosario, the Rosario Island National Park, which is the perfect getaway from the city's beaches. Only 45 minutes by boat, this is the perfect spot to go with your date. The white beaches and the crystal clear turquoise water invite to spend the day there, relaxing, snorkeling and swimming. Beautiful luxury hotels are located on those islands, and you can spend either the day or the night there. The old town of Cartagena is colorful and very romantic. Full of history, it is very interesting to walk around. Here, every house and every corner tells a different story. The flowers on the balconies and the pretty cafes and the elegant restaurants make the center of Cartagena a perfect place for a very special date. Boutique and luxurious hotels are in the best locations. Elegance is not lacking in Cartagena. Café de Mar. This is definitely one of the most romantic spots in the city. This restaurant and bar is located on one of the most important strongholds of the wall, right in front of the ocean. It is the perfect place to have a cocktail, watch the sunset, and all the tourist life of Cartagena. If you bring your date here, you will definitely gain her attention. Another iconic place in the city is the fortress Castillo San Felipe. If you like history, then this place is a must visit for you. Cartagena was the main city in South America where the treasures of the Spanish crown were kept before they were shipped to Spain. So this fortress was built to defend the city. Its construction started in 1539 and took over 250 years to be completed. The fortress offers a guided tour where you can explore its tunnels, corridors and secrets together with a beautiful woman from Cartagena. Now let me show you Boca Grande, another special place in the city where our office is located. Completely surrounded by water, this part of the city is home to the most visited hotels in the city. Unlike the old town, Boca Grande is surrounded by beaches, and its active tourist life offers visitors a beautiful vacation feeling, where the sun, the sea, and the beautiful women from all over the country will make you think about coming back again and again. Right in front of the Now shopping center, it is surrounded by international hotels such as Holiday Inn, Intercontinental Hotel, Hampton by Hilton, and of course the most emblematic hotel in the city, the Hotel Caribe. The AFA Cartagena office is right in the heart of Boca Grande, only 1 block away from the beach. Here our team of